My name is Harrison Omodio, the proprietor of EFE-URHOCITY Hellas Verona Football Academy, EFE-URHOCITY, Edo State, Nigeria. But this time we are not going to talk about football. We are going to talk about rules, Nigerian rules. The manner as to which our drivers comport themselves on the road is absolutely in a wrong way. Everybody moves vehicle on the road, but they don't know how to drive according to driving rules. So I'm going to show you some of the things that is causing chaos, that is causing traffic jam on our road. When you see it, I will analyze on the board how a driver should drive on the road so that the road will be safe for all. Basically, when you see the way the drivers just driving, they drive as if they are the manufacturers of the vehicle they drive. There are a lot of things to gain from this teaching. So try and like our channel, subscribe to it so that you'll be getting more teaching from us. Watch out and see. You see, let's take this as a major road. This is a major road. When we're talking about the major road, that is the principal road, the biggest road that is we're driving on. There is another link road, that is the smaller road. If you want to join the major road, this is what you do. You get to stop. If you are on this road, you are coming from this road, you get to stop here and wait for this one to go. But the issue with us, everybody wants to pass at once, and you cannot get a good driving sense like that. Everybody wants to claim rights when they get to Fort Junction, which is absolutely wrong. When you get to Fort Junction, what is called right of way has to be applied. How do you apply that? The one that will give right of way, the right side is free. When you enter, you will not collide with any vehicle coming from your right side. That is how to give right of way to the incoming vehicle. Okay, assuming I'm coming from this place and I saw that there is a vehicle on the major road coming to this side. You understand? So you have to stop and give way to this one to pass. After this one has passed, if you are going to this side, you can enter the road. You enter from here. But if this one is going to straight road, you have to stop here. After it has passed, and another one coming from this side, and you know that you will meet that vehicle here, you have to still wait, let him pass. If you want to pass and there's somebody coming from, but this one has already gone, you stay at the middle and let this one pass before you go. For this one coming, you just stop as well. When you have a stop, that means these people have the right of way without applying who comes from right or left, because they are in the major road. But you that's going to enter the road, you have to stop for them to pass. After they have passed, you can move. In a situation whereby all vehicles want to pass at once, that's where we always have problem with our people. So when you see these signs here, this is a sign of stop. If it's a place where there is signs on our roads, you can stop here with this sign of stop. If there is no sign, just know that you entering the road from the smaller road, you have to give chance to the major road to pass first before you can enter the road. So you have to stop, whether there is vehicle coming or not. When you stop, you enter. If you are going to this side, you enter. If you are going straight, when there is no vehicle, you are free to move. But in our situation here, everybody, like, impatient. The impatient makes driver not to wait for the next driver, even when they are right or wrong. They don't care because they don't know how the law applies. That is why I come up with this teaching, so that you know what you are doing on our roads. And another thing, this one, let's say the one coming from here now, is going to the left side. When you see that this vehicle coming is a bit far from the stop, you enter the road, stay at the center. When you have vehicle coming from here, stay at the center, let this one pass before you enter. Even if this one is coming, you have to stay at the center because your right side is not free. If this one should enter and you enter, you are going to collide with him because your right side is not free. You have to stay at the center. This one will enter and go free before you enter, before you proceed on your way. So if we apply all these rules, I believe our road will be safe. And another thing I want to let you understand, when you see a stop here, you want to enter the road, enter the major road, and you see a passerby, that is a pedestrian, somebody crossing the road, you have to wait for that person to cross. Don't insult the passerby. The person crossing the road has the right of way more than the vehicle, more than the drivers. As far as they are in a junction, you have to give them right.
Mamma mia.
The person crossing the road has the right of way more than the vehicle, more than the drivers. As far as they are in a junction, you have to give them right to pass. They have to cross first before you move. Likewise, a place where is written boldly or designed for pedestrian to cross, zebra crossing. When you see a zebra crossing like this, you have to give 100% right to the pedestrians to cross. In our country here, we don't recognize that. Most states don't even have the signs, and which make our drivers misbehave on the road. So give right of way to whoever that is crossing the road. Slow down for them to pass. If you hit them, that's where you know that there is law in this country. Because majority of you guys driving on the road feel nothing is happening. And those enforcing the law, a place where you see drivers beating the traffic light, passing on red when they are asked to stop. So, and nothing happens. Even when they are arrested, a call from the top will release them. So that's what makes people continue to violate traffic rules. We have to make them to know the consequence of their action. If you violate the traffic rules, you are putting other people in danger. Okay, take example of a red light. A red light shows that you should stop. When it's yellow, let's get ready to move. And some traffic lights still also show signs of yellow before the red. That sign of yellow tells you slow down, that is already is almost at the red sign. You get to slow down and don't pass by the yellow. Prepare yourself to slow down. When you slow down and when you are about to move, it tells you, that yellow still tells you, prepare yourself to move. So why other drivers are putting passengers and drivers in danger, at risk, when you are asked to stop and it has already shown green for the other side to move and you enter, you are going to cause a great damage to human lives. That is why the law punishes whoever that passes on a red light, because you are endangering lives. You are a danger to the public. You are not even fit to move. So, like I was saying, when people are crossing the road, give them chance to pass because they own the right of way. They are so vulnerable compared to the iron you are driving.
Mamma mia.
That is why you must give them rights of way, give them way to cross the road peacefully. When you see sign like this, you give them time to cross. If you don't see sign, as far as you know that they are crossing, give them time to cross so that both of you will be at peace. What makes two adults fight when they collide with their vehicles? So there are a lot of issues that led to that, a lot of factors, and that factors, some of them, the fault is being attributed to the authority that did not put certain things in place on our road. So I will show you our findings. We are not just talking like that because we want to talk. The way and manner our drivers comport themselves on the road is disheartening and is causing, is taking the lives out of our people. It's little accident that is not supposed to occur. You see it happen and there will be casualty. So you continue to ask yourself, which way Nigeria? So let's watch.
National, alright? So this organization where they represent, they run one campaign where they call the Economic Designer Project. Alright, so they start this campaign as the first
Look at this design here. First, we're going to treat on this. When you are coming from the right side, and you know that you can see from a distance, you can see a distance from here. That is, it's a bit visible to see distance from here. So you that is entering the road from here, you have to slow down. And if there are people crossing, that is the pedestrian, you have to stop here, wait for them. This kind of place, you put a triangular sign here. It's not a complete stop. It's not a complete stop, it's a triangular sign. Means you get to slow down and enter. When you slow down, when there is no vehicle coming, you enter. But when people are there to cross, you get to wait for them to cross. When they cross, then you enter your way. Meanwhile, you see that there is no vehicle coming. When there is vehicle coming, you have to wait for that vehicle to pass before you enter. When you get here, as you are diverting, you see that there is this triangular junction here. This one coming, have the right of way to enter this side. You cannot enter from here, but that's what most drivers does. When they are here, instead of them to drive straight here and trafficate to the left and take here to the right place, instead they choose this place, putting people taking this, coming from this angle in danger. You understand? So as a driver, if you don't know how the laws applies here, when you enter from here, it's like you have crossed the demarcation of the road here. That is why you see two lines here. One is discontinued, while the other one is straight. It's a barricade. You cannot cross it. That is the sign. That is the meaning of this sign. You can't cross it. It's demarcated. So when you cross it, you have already violated the traffic rules. So you have to come to this side, trafficate, and wait. You wait at the center here. You wait here because there is an incoming vehicle, and when you turn, the right of way that's supposed to apply here, you will now be violating it. The one coming has the right of way because the right side is not occupied for him to come because he's moving on the straight road, on the principal road. He's moving on the principal road. So you have to wait at the center here, let him pass before you enter. And the one coming from here, you are diverting to the left. You wait here because there's a vehicle that when you enter, your right side is now occupied. You cannot enter the road. When you enter, you have violated the rules, the traffic rules. So anything might happen here. And when anything happens, like you collide with another vehicle, you will be at fault. But in most cases here, when things like this happens, in such a situation, our drivers will come down and start exchanging blows, which is very, very archaic of our drivers. So when you are entering from here, you are going to this side. You just slow down, let this one pass. You see that there's a free chance for you to enter. You know, enter. You have a free flow to enter. Even if there is a vehicle coming and it's far, when that vehicle sees that you have already entered the road, the vehicle will slow down for you to go. And in a situation whereby you are just coming without observing the right of way, you enter the road. When anything happens, you are to be blamed. So we have 3 junctions here now. When you enter here, wait for this one that is coming from this direction to pass before you enter. And this one, if you are going to left, you hold on, let this one pass before you go. And this one here, there is a triangular sign here. Here, you know that you can see distance from the junction. You have to slow down. It's not a complete stop, it's a slow down sign. You slow down before you enter the road. So that's for that. Let's go to this place. As you get here, this road now, your right of way ends here because there is a complete stop. The difference between triangular stop and a complete stop, that's pentagon stop, means you must stop whether a vehicle is there or not. You must stop here. When you stop, you observe, and thereby there will be a zebra crossing attached. If there is no zebra crossing attached, because you know the rules of the roads, you have to wait for pedestrian to cross. Pedestrians are those people crossing the road with legs. Then, when you see that the road is free, you move your way. When vehicle is coming from here, this one is not a stop, it's just a zebra crossing for the vehicle in major road, the principal road. So that is why there is this zebra crossing, because they hold the right of way here. This is a smaller road and this is the bigger one. You cannot wait for this one to give you right of way, except this one is far a bit before you enter. And when you enter, let's say you get close to ring road. This is a ring. You know, the problem with our people when they get to the ring, they don't know what to do. When you see a vehicle on that ring, you coming, you get to wait for the one inside the ring, because they already have the right, because they are there before you. You slow down before you enter the ring. As any vehicle is coming from here now, you can now enter. It's coming and taking this road, you can enter. Before you enter the road, the ring road, you have to slow down. Every runabout, that's what I call ring road, because there are a lot of roads attached to it. When you enter, if you are going to this road by right here, just enter and take by the side, you come out. If you are coming to this one, you cannot pass like this, you cannot pass your left, you have to go round. And when you enter, when you have access to the ring, just come close to the last one. As you enter here, trace your way to the last one, because you are coming to this side. And as you are coming, when you know that you are close to the junction, before you get to the junction, start tracing your way out, and you come out without colliding with anybody. So, if you are going to come out here, when you get to this junction, try tracing your way out, then you enter. Not when you get to this place, to this last lane, before you trace your way out. You will not be causing obstruction to the one that is going to the other junction. So, likewise here, as you enter the ring, it is either from here or from any of the junction. When you enter the ring, that is the roundabout, first of all, trace your way. If you are not exiting from the nearby road, trace your way to the circle and go without disturbing anybody. But as you are coming out, you move to the nearby lane. From there, you get to the last lane and trace your way out. I think with this little teaching, you will understand how to comport yourself on the road. You don't just drive a vehicle because you want to drive. You have to learn all these signs. And let me tell you, in our state or in Nigeria, many of our drivers don't go to driving school. Even most of the driving school don't teach all these signs because we don't have them on the road. And that is the fault of the government, the authority that's supposed to place the road sign on the road. And the way we obtain our driver's license is very, very awkward. It's nothing to write home about. The way we obtain our license here. You don't go to driving school, but you have authority that will give you a driver's license to take to the road. So I will show you how we learn a vehicle here. Yes, the teacher is coming out of the vehicle now, and the student is about to enter. They have entered, and they're driving around in the free pitch. This is a secondary school pitch that we used to train. So they usually come here to learn how to drive when there is nobody on the field. So when they are driving like this, they drive around, then go. Without nobody, no authority putting them to test. They will now go to driver's licensing office to go and get their driver's license. So this is just the way to learn how to drive in Nigeria. Some of the driving school, they have a vehicle branded with their name, but they don't teach the right thing. That is why we see a lot of ignorant driver on the road. And You will ask yourself, if we have driving schools around the country, why is it that people don't drive normally according to road instruction, according to the traffic rules? That's what you get to ask yourself. So we'll be doing this teaching, and if you want to help yourself, try and be watching us and seeing what we are doing. I will show you different junctions and see the comportment of our drivers and know if it's good or not. And when we learn how to drive, how to comport ourselves on the road will be free for all. When a driver that doesn't understand how the traffic rules applies, he or she is putting the rest road users at risk. Then we'll be showing you different driving we've recorded, and what we discovered so far, I will show it to you. Thank you.